Now, every time I go out on the MT09, I try to think, how does this motorcycle make me feel? Do I feel like a law-abiding citizen, like a criminal, like somebody escaping from Alcatraz? Well, today I had just watched Mad Max the other night for about the 40th time, and I felt like I could be in a Mad Max movie. I could be running across the desert on my MT09. And you could join us in full 4K. Adjust your setting in the lower right-hand corner. It looks like we got a perfect day to get out on the open road. The temperature is going to possibly go to 60. We're in the mid-50s now, and it's just perfect for riding. And step one, as it always is, move some bikes around, or just get a bigger garage. Well, we know we're not getting a bigger garage, so I guess choice two, move some bikes around. So as I'm getting the bikes ready, I always try to reflect on, in this case with the MT09, there's so many things about this bike I like. The number one thing, of course, is the blue, the color. I waited a long time extra and went through a lot of hassle to get the R1 in blue, and the MT09 was the same exact thing. Getting a blue one took a long time. Had to drive halfway down to South Jersey, but it was worth it. And I do love that color blue. That's one of the things about these. When I put the two big Yamahas out in the yard, I look at that color blue. I wish I had a pickup truck that color or something anyway. A shirt that matched. Anyway, getting the bike clean, pre-flighting it, checking the air in the tires. Some of the things I do try to do it on every video, every time I ride the bike. Encourage people to just check around. Grab for things. I've had a lot of good comments of people that have had success finding loose parts or finding a tire that's down a few pounds on air before you go out on the open road where we're riding. Not going to be gas stations every 2 miles. Not like riding in a city area. And of course, Karen always comes out right at the last minute with the last minute weather report. It's beautiful blue sky day, and it may even go into the 60s. You never know. We are coming up on the real part of the riding season that's a lot of fun. For me, it's an individual thing. Once I get out on the open road and drive down that boring Route 80 and get into the riding area, I just start going through the gears, starting to feel my way. How's the traction today? And today the roads were clear as could be. There's no salt left from the winter. We are really in prime riding season right now. Temperatures are just perfect, and I start getting that hooligan feeling, that Mad Max feeling. I don't know how to explain it. I want to get a helmet with horns or something. I don't know. But anyway, this bike brings out the personality in you that you don't know you have. You think you're a good, solid citizen and you want to go to city council meetings and stuff. You take a ride on this and you start wondering, gee, how much can a bail bond be? And in these sparsely populated areas, there's still some houses around, and there's still every once in a while, there'll be some law enforcement or an Amazon truck. So we got to get out of this area and get into the real riding area a little bit away. So I do love the color blue, but I was not crazy about the wheels when they were blue. They came a dull blue. I polished them a little bit, but that didn't do much. And I did the big job, and it's a monster job of painting those wheels. I custom mixed the paint. It's all on my channel. You can look at all the steps involved. It was pretty labor intensive. I did it over the winter. But every time I ride the bike and I see the bike, the blue color I love and the silver wheels, worth every penny. And what's always nice, that Valentine radar detector, just knowing that they have your back. And a lot of times it saves you when you don't even know you need to be saved. We have to get through this area where they're a little bit fussy about loud bikes and bikes going a little bit over the speed limit. And that radar detector, again, worth every penny. And there's still areas out here where the leaves are on the ground. They're not out on the street, but boy, oh boy, you wonder where do all those leaves eventually go? They are everywhere. So how cool would it be if you could put in the background playing the music from Mad Max? That would just add a nice little dimension to the video. But see, YouTube doesn't go for that stuff. They don't think that's funny when you do that. So today we'll just do some dialogue. There's a long list of reasons why I really like this bike. Traction control, drive modes, ABS, the Michelin tires, the custom parts I made from carbon fiber, the custom paint. There's just every part of it, and the fact that the whole thing is Yamaha blue. Now, one of my future projects, I just didn't have time over this winter. I wanted to make a rear seat cowl like I have for the Ninja, but just ran out of time. See, things in my life, they're so unpredictable. But coming up on the riding season, we are going to be riding almost every day. In this project, customizing this bike for my needs, really, it firmed up in my mind one of the golden rules that I think works for me anyway, is every time you get rid of something flat black and make it shiny blue or shiny black, in some small way, the bike is just a little bit nicer. Well, it's time to turn around, head back. The ride down Route 80 to get home is just the only part of the day that's a little bit boring, and well, we have to do it. It's just part of the price of getting up to this riding area that I love, and I love sharing it with you. So after a really nice ride today, and I mean the weather was perfect, roads were clean, everything was just beautiful, I can't help thinking, this bike really does make you feel like Mel Gibson and Mad Max. It is a Mad Max motorcycle. That's a good nickname for it, the Mad Max motorcycle. And how about a modern version of the movie with a bunch of guys on MT09s and sport bikes and Mad Max 2024. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you did, and thank you so much for watching.